Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Big T Anderson. This is Playing Games from the Kingdom Hearts fandom by Lion Ben C. So, this one I got a little bit of a story on because one of the first places I went on Twitch was a place called Artake Cosplay. And she had a group of friends who all cosplayed as members of Organization 13. And as a kind of a running gag, we all kind of picked ones who we would cosplay as if we could. I took Luxord. I played a lot of card games, so obviously I would. Well, if I'm doing Kingdom Hearts, I gotta find a Luxord fanfic. Why? Because I can. So, obviously I found them. And you know, I think it's a pretty nice one. I think we're all going to enjoy this. So, the rules, if you're new here, just go surf the internet, put this on audio. Links down below after we're done. Check out the author's some of the author's other work. Let me just get a drink now, just save ourselves the time and energy. Also, give the story a good review. I'm sure the author would appreciate that. One moment. All right. But this is Playing Games. Let's begin. Setzer Gabbiani looked around his lavish room. He would have to leave soon as he lost the struggle to that blonde kid, so now he was no longer the champion. That meant the kid could claim his room for his own. Setzer didn't want to leave, but then again he wasn't sure he wanted to stay either. Yeah, this place was great and all of the girls around here seemed to love him, but it was getting dull. He couldn't even find a good card game anymore. He stood up and looked at himself in the mirror. He stood at 5'9" and had a slender build. His hair was long and silver white. His eyes were dark. His fingers traced the many scars that marred his face. Each one told the story of a bet gone wrong or honor defended. The one that he was most proud of went from his forehead to his left ear, and he got it when the blackjack crashed. He put on the black cape over his lavender shirt and blue jeans. He grabbed a deck of cards and took off for his favorite dive bar, the Starry Night. When he got there, he started to play solitaire as he looked for someone to play a game with. A single gil piece sat by his cards. It was his good luck charm, as Celeste and Edgar let him keep it. As he was lost in thought of the beautiful blonde woman that had stolen his heart, a figure sat across from him. Setzer looked up and saw a powerfully built gentleman. His blonde hair was cut short, and he had a neatly trimmed goatee framing his mouth. "You look like you could use a game," the blonde said. Setzer chuckled and nodded. "Always good, sir. So, what shall we play?" "Poker, if you're up to it." "Poker it is, then. By the way, my name is Setzer, and what should I call you?" he asked as he started shuffling the cards. He kept the question vague, so the man could use whatever name he wanted. The blonde watched his moves before finally answering. "You can call me Lux," he said as Setzer started to deal. They played the first two hands in silence. Setzer lost both, one to a fold and the other to being outplayed, but he kept the smile on his face the whole time. "So, Lux, what brings you to Twilight Town?" he said as he dealt. Once again, Lux was silent for a while before speaking. Setzer got the idea that he was thinking out his answer. "I came for the struggle. It's a shame that you lost," he said, tossing two cards. Setzer dealt Lux two before taking one for himself. "Well, that was bound to happen. No one wins forever. If you did, then it'd be horrible," he said. Lux showed the three of a kind, but Setzer showed him he had 4 twos. Lux chuckled and started gathering the cards for his shuffle and deal. "I know what you mean. I could never be one of them idiots who live their lives in the same routine. It would drive me crazy," he said as he dealt the cards. Their game continued for a while before Lux looked at Setzer's coin. "What is that?" "A keepsake, to remind me of where I came from." "It seems so unimportant. How can it be a reminder?" "Sometimes the smallest things can remind us of our most powerful memories," Setzer said as he lost the pot to Lux. Soon the game was over. They both pretty much broke even, and Lux left. Setzer went home and relaxed after a good game of cards. 2 weeks later, Lux found Setzer again at the Starry Night, and soon they were playing cards again. After a few hands, they were catching up. They started talking again. Do you believe in fate? Setzer looked at him for a little before answering. Why do you ask? Humor me. Okay then. No, I don't believe in fate. The only things that matter in this world are luck and skill. The luck to get opportunities and the skill to know what to do with them. I am free to make my own choices, and every scar I bear was by my choice, good or bad. To take that away is to make us less than men. A nobody, then. Setzer nodded to that. Yeah, you can look at it like that. Men are led by their heads and their hearts. Those who are believing in fate are fools that will be used for pawns. I will always believe that. I see. Was all Lux could say. They played for a while longer, but Lux's heart wasn't in it, and he lost badly. They said their goodbyes, and Lux headed out. A week later, Lux sat down in front of him, tapped his fingers on the table. Setzer looked at him and saw the unease in his face. What's wrong, Lux? I don't have time for a long card session. One hand, and I have to leave. I may not be coming back, but I wanted one more game. He said. Setzer nodded and shuffled the cards. They both had their hands and traded them out. I guess this will be the last time I see you. Setzer said. Lux nodded and smiled. It has been fun. Now show 'em. Setzer laid down a straight. Beat that. Lux nodded, laid down a royal flush. Setzer just laughed as Lux gathered the money. I just want you to know that you are one hell of a player. Lux held out his hand. Setzer shook it. If everything works out, come back. I need to win my money. He said, and Lux nodded and left the Starry Night. And who knows if those two will ever cross paths again. And that was Playing Games by the Lion Ben C. Now, for those who don't know, Kingdom Hearts is a Disney-based game, and it pulls a lot from the Final Fantasy kind of universe. FF6 or 3, depending on where you are. That Setzer, and Organization 13 is a bit of an original character to the Kingdom Hearts universe. So having those two kind of get into a bit of a friendship over card games, that was a bit of a nice touch. I liked it, and that's why I wanted to hear. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, you know where to hit the links. Give a good review. Enjoy some of the author's other work, and once again, hopefully you'll be here for the next one. Ta-ta for now.